They was one of the most successful and underappreciated acts of the early 80s, but their reign at the top of the R&B charts was limited. This duo created music and a connection that lasted decades. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Yarbrough and Peoples. Now before we start, I just want to give a special shout out to these people who heavily requested this video. Before the video starts, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out any more content. Now without further ado, let's cue that intro. Kevin Leon Yarbrough was born on January 22nd, 1954, and Alicia Peoples was born on June 29th, 1957. The two grew up in Dallas, Texas, and they have known each other since they were small children. They met while they was taking piano lessons, and they had stayed friends throughout their whole youth. In the mid-70s, the duo was on tour with Leon Russell's band when they met the Wilson brothers, who later became the Gap Band. After returning to Dallas, the duo formed a band named Grand Theft. In 1977, the Wilson brothers had recently signed a deal with Total Experience Records, and they traveled to Dallas for a show. Later that night, seeking to unwind after a concert, the Wilsons had watched the duo's act. After watching the act and they was amazed, they later connected the duo with Lonnie Simmons, who invited the pair to Los Angeles, where they began playing around clubs in Southern California. After moving to Los Angeles to be a part of the label, the pair worked as staff composers until a senior executive who was with a partner company at Mercury Records saw them singing in the studio and helped them become recording artists.
How long have you two known each other?
How long have we not known each other?
Is it since little bitty kids?
Yes.
Where?
We were in elementary school, I would say first, second grade. And our families lived in the same neighborhood. We met each other. We went to the same piano teacher.
I don't. I can say how many years ago, but that's impolite when I'm talking to a lady because it's not that many years ago. When you were little children, suffice to say, did your musical careers follow parallels? You go along?
Yes. Kevin left and he traveled with the Gap Band and Leon Russell, and he came back and he shared his experience with me. And
When did you first start working together?
We started working together in 75. We started writing together.
Yeah.
We were working together, if you want to call it work. She was the female lead singer, and I was the male lead singer for the choir.
No, I heard somewhere that you call, what is your music, smooth wave? What does that mean?
well, it's where, you know, everybody has their, you know, own thing. Rick James has punk, funk, and we call our music smooth wave. We like to think that it was smooth.
New wave.
What was the influence of the Gap Band? Did they find you working somewhere together or what?
Well, we met them when I was on the road with Leon Russell. They played in town, in Texas, where we lived, and they came to the club, and they were shocked. And they said, "Get in touch with us."
I mean, they hated you?
They shocked to see we were still around.
Did they bring you back here?
Yes, they should have.
Yeah, they told Lonnie Simmons about us, and he was gracious enough to say, "Hey guys, you come on out." And
It's going to be a good year, folks.
Only 20% of you guys are being notified every time I upload. So, to change that, I would ask if you could please turn the notification bell off and turn it back on. And if you don't have the notification bell on, then please turn it on for me. Under the direction of the CEO, Lonnie Simmons, the duo rose to prominence in the early 80s. 2 years later, they signed their own recording contract with the label and released their debut album, The Two of Us, which included the hit jam, Don't Stop the Music.
With the beat, I'm always fantasizing.
Which topped the US Billboard R&B charts in early 1981, knocking their label mate's song, Burn Rubber, out of the top spot. The song went on to chart even higher on the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and at the time, this song was the highest charted song of anybody who was on that label. In addition to this song, that album was certified gold, and it reached number 16 on the Billboard 200 list. Now, across the pond in Europe, the song peaked at number 7 on the UK charts, and it went certified silver over there. The duo maintained its R&B success throughout the 80s with 4 more top 10 R&B hits with Heartbeats, which peaked at number 10 on the R&B charts. Don't Waste Your Time, that peaked at number 48 on the Hot 100 charts and number 1 on the R&B charts. Guilty, that peaked at number 2 on the R&B charts.
I can't help myself wanting you.
And I Wouldn't Lie, that peaked at number 6 on the R&B charts. All of these songs brought the group tremendous success. Even as they rose to prominence and they had radio success, the duo protested that the label did not pay them accordingly. They also fought to maintain their long hidden connection of love for each other, which was jeopardized by living in LA with the whole lifestyle with encouraging drug misuse and adultery. Their final album with the label was Guilty. The couple decided to take their career and their relationships in their own hand, and they would leave the label in 1986 and they married that following year. Later, they returned to Dallas to rediscover their personal and spiritual roots. They started their own production company and reconnected with their childhood church as music directors. They both starred in an off-Broadway musical, Blind Lemon Blues, at New York's York Theater in 2009. Yarbrough and Peoples continued to travel and appear in numerous of films. They was most recently recognized in 2021 at the Black Academy of Arts and Letters in Dallas. Sadly, on June 19th, 2025, Yarbrough passed away at the age of 71.
If you were into dance and R&B music of the 80s, the world itself, the Dallas voice from the music of the 80s, a lot of folks mourning on this evening after hearing about the loss of a popular music duo lead. Kevin Yarbrough has died at the age of 72. His wife confirming to us earlier tonight he is a Dallas native, the one half of the R&B duo Yarbrough and Peoples. Best known, of course, for the early 80s hit Don't Stop the Music. Elisa Peoples, his musical partner and wife, telling us his death was sudden and unexpected, that Yarbrough was vibrant up and to the end. Kevin Yarbrough, very, very well known here in the Dallas area and a fixture in the music industry in the early 80s. The Black Academy of Arts and Letters holding a celebration of life for him.
Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song for Yarbroughs and Peoples?